Hey there, everybody. It's Dave Schluter coming at you from my little home studio here in Moraga, California. It's another fine day of training. That's me, Dave. I am a wild and crazy kind of guy. I'm also going to be your success mentor and your online business coach today as we dig a little deeper into the world of MLM compensation plans. Today we are going to be reviewing matrix plans, and this is part of a 5-part series of articles that you can find on MLM plans. You can find it at daveschluteronline.com. Sit back, fasten your seatbelts. As usual, let's get into some of today's training. As I mentioned before, today is going to be part 3 of a 5-part series on MLM compensation plans. You're going to be able to find all that information on the websites, like I've said. Come on over to daveschluteronline.com if you're not there already, and sign up for some free training and bonuses. I don't know where you heard about MLM to start with. It might have been from a slick business dude in a suit. Might have been from your old Uncle Bob. Might have been from my favorite MLM, multiple streams of income mentor, also fantastic real estate mentor, wealth builder, multimillionaire, and best-selling author Robert G. Allen. He wrote the former #1 best-selling business book in all of history, which was Nothing Down. It might be from today's #1 best-selling author, which is Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. And I love the quote he's got here. He says, "The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work." Robert is author of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series, which is not only now the #1 best-selling personal finance business book in the world, but also the #1 selling business and finance series in the world. What's that? Even Donald Trump's involved. That's right. Donald started the launch of his own network marketing business in October of 2009. And what do all these guys got in common? They recommend network marketing. And why is it that they recommend network marketing? Because they understand leverage, and they use leverage to be rich, and they want you to be rich. Especially in light of the new hard times that's fallen apart in the economy and the country, employment problems, knowing and realizing that to get good grades, get a good job, and they're going to take care of you, and you're going to retire someday, and everyone's going to take care of you model is broken. Understanding that most people are going to change careers many times. Understanding the true need to put some power back into the people's hands. And they realize that the economic downturn is a time when entrepreneurs can do well. Even Zig Ziglar sees you at the top in network marketing. And why would that be? Because network marketing's greatest feature is it takes advantage of a principle called leverage. Leverage is what all great entrepreneurs and business people use to make the money that they have and to climb to the levels of success that they have in life. So if you want to get some of that leverage working for you, a good place to start would be understanding the Matrix MLM compensation plan. Like I said, this isn't the only MLM compensation plan. There are several others. You can get reviews for them at daveschluteronline.com. But let's jump into the Matrix plan for today. That is the topic. MLM compensation plans are complicated subjects for most people to understand. Many would-be marketers and even novice distributors have little depth in understanding them. Matrix plans are no exception to this rule. And it's really becoming increasingly clear to me that a compensation plan needs to be subject to the same kind of evaluation process that any MLM opportunity, its leadership, its products, and its marketing system go through before you make a decision about joining one. Not all compensation plans are right for everyone, and as you get a little more education into that, you'll see what I mean. You're going to invest your time, you're going to invest yourself, your money, your dreams, your resources into building a business. So if you're going to become a distributor, you're going to be better equipped if you understand the dynamics of the pay plan first. You're going to be better able to choose the right opportunity, the right pay plan for you to invest your lives in. While the pay plan is clearly important, it is only one small part of any MLM opportunity. Keep that in mind, that it is your duty to look at the whole package, including, but not limited to, the company's pay plan. Is it a good pay plan that's going to work for you? Is it tested and tried and true? Does it have a good track record? What are its advantages and disadvantages, and is that going to work for you? What kind of product are you looking at? Is it a product of excellence? Is it a product that you would use yourself, put your stamp of approval on? Is it something you'd sell to your mother or your best friend or your grandmother? Is it something that you can believe in and be passionate about? Is the company or opportunity you're looking at, is it going to provide you with automated tools, or are automated tools available to get you to take advantage of further leverage? Especially in today's technological age, you don't want to be without them. Market size. Do some research. What is the market you're looking at? Is it saturated with 1 million distributors out there trying to sell the same products you have been over and over again? Or is it a new niche that you can find an opportunity in, maybe that hasn't been exploited? What about leadership in the company, and what about leadership from your upline? How would you rate that leadership? Is it good servant leadership? Is it excellent, very good? How would you rate that? What are the startup costs to get involved going to be? And what are the carrying costs going to be of that business until you can get into profit? You should have a plan for that in action before you get started. Is mentorship available either in your country, in your company, from your upline, from your leaders, or from a third-party source that can show you and teach you exactly what it's going to take to succeed and be a rock star in this business? What is your personal level of preparedness? Are you ready? Are you ready to make changes in your life? Do yourself a favor. Seek out third-party information. Seek out facts and resources that deal with exactly what it's going to take to be successful in this industry first. Do that before you make a decision about any company or even about MLM as a business opportunity. You're going to be glad you did that. With all that being said, let's now take a deeper look at the matrix plan. Nice little illustration here with the top of the plan. That would be being you, and the first line of people, those 3 people underneath you, that would be your first frontline distributors. The ones after that would be your second line or second level deep. So this would be what's considered a simple 3x2 matrix. There's 3 people wide and it goes 2 levels deep. Are matrix plans proven and sound? Forced matrix MLM compensation plans really haven't been around that long, and they don't really seem to be very popular among companies in the industry. So what does that mean? Well, it means about 9% of the thousands of the MLM companies out there use matrix plans as their sole means of compensation. And even among the few that do, most of those companies have had to modify the plan in order to survive. One major problem and complaint is that the matrix type of plan fosters lazy distributors that just don't produce. This is a great source of frustration for upline producers that are willing to put real-time effort, money, and work into their businesses. Nevertheless, several major companies operate matrix plans, and they've been around for 15 or more years, proving that their matrix systems are resilient against the test of time. Successful changes to their plans have ensured their longevity. Only time and further data is really going to determine whether the matrix is here to stay or not. Are matrix plans a pyramid scheme? Pyramid schemes are illegal enterprises, and the matrix may look like a pyramid when it's filled up, but the similarity ends right there. If you were to look at the public school system, it would look like a pyramid when it's filled up. The federal government would look the same way. The phone company would look the same way. But the matrix plan is not a pyramid scheme. Unfortunately, MLM matrix systems or plans have attracted the attention of state attorney generals, postal regulators, and other regulatory agencies in the past because they've appeared to look like pyramids or even lotteries. They have also not proven themselves to be that successful. This has caused great misunderstandings that have led to a large amount of negative publicity for the matrix. An easy way to spot a pyramid scheme, however, is there's rarely a legitimate product or a service for sale. That's not true of a matrix plan or MLM. Pyramid scams are more of a recruiting game with a buy-in price that needs to be paid. Another clue is that there's no payout unless you successfully recruit a specific number of people into the pyramid. That's just not the case with MLM. In a pyramid scheme, you would be paid on enrollees, and there's generally no selling or marketing of any products or services necessary to earn a profit. What about MLM matrix plan basics? What are the basics of the plan? Well, there's limited width and defined depth. And what does that mean? Well, it means to say that the width of the distributors on your first level is a set number of people that usually ranges between 2 and 5 people. That's the first level distributors that you personally bring into the business. And defined depth is referred to how many levels deep your matrix can grow before it's filled. As more people enroll, they go under the first level distributors and down a set number of levels until the matrix becomes filled. If, for example, there were 3 first level people, there could be 9 people on the second level, 27 people on the third level, etc., until the matrix is filled. The company promoting the products or services is going to determine how many levels deep they'll pay commissions on, and that will be stated in the plan width by depth dimensions. In a matrix plan, there's less emphasis on recruiting a large number of people. Limiting the number of frontline distributors causes some important features that you should be aware of. Any distributors that you sponsor beyond your first line of distributors have to be placed underneath others in the matrix. There's greater focus in a matrix plan on helping your downline distributors to become successful in retailing, recruiting, duplicating their success, and retaining new enrollees, which is a really good thing. Not all plans carry forth that incentive as a feature of the plans. So spillover happens in a matrix system, and spillover is the placing of new distributors under others in the matrix. So when an upline sponsor, say of yours, places a new recruit into your business organization, it's someone you haven't recruited, but they have to put it into your organization because there's just nowhere else for them to put it in the plan. And that's an exciting feature of the matrix plans. What are advantages of the matrix plan? Matrix compensation plans are very attractive to part-timers and novice distributors. The low monthly volume requirements to qualify that often accompany these plans helps it to be a workable plan for both part-timers and the non-sales driven distributor. There's not such a huge demand to move so much product and sell so much product to be able to qualify for a payment. That's a good thing for somebody who's new to the industry or hasn't really mastered the sales process. Success is more within the reach of novice and part-time distributors who are willing to do some work to achieve it. And that's a real good selling point of the matrix plan. Many find recruiting is easier with a force matrix business. Many force matrix systems offer a low investment to start up and to remain active in the business, and consequently many more people are apt to sign up quickly when offered the opportunity. Again, sometimes though, a low buy-in cost also gets a lot of tire kickers and a lot of people that aren't really that committed to a plan, so that's something to be aware of. Also, spillover, which we've talked about already, is a feature of the matrix plan and can be an attractive lure for novice distributors and new part-timers. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's quite oversold, but it can definitely be a benefit. Matrix plans seem to work well in companies where most of the products are used and consumed by distributors rather than retailed to outside consumers. Matrix compensation plans by nature promote greater teamwork within an organization. We talked a little bit about that. But what are the disadvantages of the matrix? With every good advantage to a plan, there's also a disadvantage in a plan, and that's something to be aware of and on the lookout for as you're looking for the right compensation plan to fit your needs. Matrix plans and spillover unfortunately often attract lazy distributors. So you may have a bunch of people joining just to look for the easy road and expecting the spillover to build their business and build their income for them. And this is a bad scenario both for upline distributors who are really working their businesses, really building their teams, and it's bad for the lazy distributors who are expecting something for nothing. That's not good for the business. That's not good for people. It's not good for building teams. Other disadvantages of the matrix. The number of people required to completely fill a matrix is huge. Many join with this great excitement when they see the incredible payout that one of these matrices can provide you with when it's filled. I mean, it's just awesome, but then they don't realize that it's going to take thousands of people to even fill a simple 3x10 matrix. The most money to be made in an MLM matrix in the pay plan is at the deep levels in the plan, or the higher levels where the matrix is widest. Many frustrated distributors are going to drop out of the business without ever reaching the huge numbers of distributors necessary to even begin to step into this huge income potential. So that's another thing to be aware of when it comes to the plan. So how do matrix plans pay you then? Well, like other MLM companies, they pay you a certain percentage for the product sales of every person in your downline, every person in your team. If your downline has thousands of producing distributors, that number can be huge. It can be amazing, the cash flow that can come from it. However, if your team is only yourself and a handful of new recruits, that check may be a very small one. If you're a lazy distributor expecting someone else to build your team for you, it can mean no payment at all. And that's as it should be. It's nothing, nothing offered, nothing gained, nothing invested, nothing returned. In a hypothetical 3x7 matrix, payment on your business organization would pay you to the 7th level. And then it would stop because your matrix would be filled at that point. The 3x7, those are the dimensions of the plan. 3 people wide, 7 levels deep. After that, you don't get paid. You get commissions on your 7 levels and the sales volume from the filled matrix and what that produces, and then your potential for income stops there. You don't get paid on the 8th, the 9th, the 10th levels, etc. Your downline may continue to grow, but you're not going to get paid any further than where the cutoff point is basically what I'm trying to say. And this can be fine for the novice recruiter, or somebody who can't recruit that many, but it's not so great a payoff for professional marketers, professional MLM people, big guns capable of placing thousands and even tens of thousands of distributors in an organization. So because of this, many matrix plans allow you to rejoin your organization once you've filled an initial matrix, and then begin building a new matrix underneath that with your first new frontline level of distributors starting directly underneath your first filled matrix. And this is referred to as an expandable matrix. Once again, you'd have to check with your plan specifics to see if an expandable matrix is a part of your matrix pay plan. If you're a real go-getter, you could conceivably rejoin beneath your first matrix, fill another one, and all over again. And when that matrix fills, you could do it again and again and again, as long as it's allowed by the company. Again, check the specific details of the matrix plan. Smart companies who use MLM compensation plans, the matrix plans, they've added incentives to help professional MLM earners get money out of the lower levels of the matrix plan. They've offered matching bonuses, maybe the addition of a unilevel plan after certain levels have been reached, expandable matrix plans. They're all examples of ways that these companies have sought to compensate and attract the real heavy hitters of the industry. And again, consult your specific company pay plan for these details. Aspects of matrix pay plans you may not be aware of. As mentioned earlier, matrix plans allow for spillover to occur. And spillover occurs, again, when someone who wasn't sponsored or enrolled by you is placed in your downline team. In a 3x5 matrix, you can only have 3 distributors on your front line, and so the next distributors that you recruit or sponsor are naturally going to spill over into the matrix under one of your frontline people that you recruited, or maybe under a further one of your further downline distributors, depending on how filled up the matrix is becoming. So as more distributors are enrolled by yourself and by your upline, they're naturally going to be placed in the downlines of your team. And this is often a huge selling point of matrix compensation plans, because they're like, hey, don't worry about it. There's going to be so much spillover that's going to be happening in your team. Your team's going to be growing. Your upline's going to be filling it. You're going to be filling spots for your downline. It's just great. But here's something, you need to be aware of, and that is that your best bet to capture and capitalize on spillover is going to be to join under a heavy hitter. They often sponsor huge numbers of distributors, which can spill into your organization and, of course, help to build it. Though this is definitely an excellent strategy that's going to assist you in building your team, in building your organization, never count on it as a primary means to build an organization. Everybody frowns upon lazy distributorship. You're going to have to earn your way through the business, But to be a major beneficiary of spillover, you have to be in the right place under an upline sponsor who's doing some pretty mega recruiting, and the chances for most people to experience this is probably slim. However, it can be a very helpful aspect for someone who is serious about building a large and successful organization. So it's something to be aware of, Again, the right person, the right plan, the right place, the right time. There's different variables that are going to play in here, but it's something to think about when you're looking at the matrix plan. So is a matrix plan going to be the best plan for you? Well, every marketer's abilities and goals are going to vary greatly. Plans are like personalities and people. Some are better suited for some than for others, Some are going to be better for a certain person's experience level or their skills or their particular situation, Are you going to be a full-timer, a part-timer, So try and, it's hard to say. Are you looking for a little income? Are you looking to replace a salary? Are you looking to make millions, Because all of this is possible, but what are your goals, So trying to recommend a one-size-fits-all solution is really an unrealistic proposition. What you should do instead is do your homework on any particular plan you're going to be considering first. And you should take some real time out to assess your goals and your abilities before you decide. You need to seek out third-party information about exactly what it's going to take to be successful in the industry before you join any specific opportunity or before you even get involved in the industry. And that's actually the reason I put this article together, because multi-level marketing is awesome, and I think all the pay plans are a great opportunity for the right people. But I also understand it takes a lot of marketing knowledge. It takes proper training, discipline, and mentorship for most people to be able to earn a significant income from home. People need to hear the truth. They need answers. They don't need hype. They need mentorship, education, and strategies that are going to work for them in this industry, and their particular situation. So I wanted to reach out to people who are both looking at MLM and to those that are already involved, and help you learn how to build your business and create a sustainable residual income from home, because that's what we all want. And want to help you do it using modern day MLM tools, modern marketing systems and modern strategies that work, because that's what you're going to need to make it in this industry. And so what I've done is I've put together an incredible amount of information, tools, training, resources, and it's going to teach you how to succeed in MLM. It's going to teach you what the ropes are in this industry, and it's going to work for you whether you're involved with a matrix plan, a binary plan, a stair-step breakaway, or any of the other, reliable MLM pay plans out there. But what you need to do is you need to come check me out at DaveSchluterOnline.com. You need to sign up for some free training today. You need to take some action. You can't just sit there and do the same thing over and over and expect you're going to have different results. So, I hope this article is helpful to you, and that you're going to continue to learn more about the opportunities that await you in this exciting industry. And so on my way out, I'm going to leave you with a little inspirational stuff from my website. I'm going to leave you with my opening video here, the welcome to DaveSchluterOnline.com thing. Guys, if you want to make a change in your life and you're ready to get going and you're looking at this industry, this is a fantastic place to start. Like I said, get some training, come check me out, or if you've been in the industry for a while, you haven't produced the results that you've wanted, you need to stop kicking against that same rock. You need to look somewhere else. You need to get some training. You need to get some strategies that are going to work. There's no reason that you can't go to the top in this industry. There's no reason that you can't have what you want, but you have got to get the right training. You've got to get the right leadership, mentorship, you got to get strategies that work, so come on over today. Don't sit there and wait any longer. Take some action today. If you want to be rewarded, do it now. So guys, I'm on the way out. It's been great training you today. Come check me out once again, DaveSchluterOnline.com. There's probably going to be a little bonus at the bottom of the page you're probably on. If not, follow some of the links around. I'm a bonus kind of guy. I like giving free bonuses for people that are going to take action. Take some action today. I'm going to give you some bonuses. I am Dave Schluter. I am living the good life. I am your MLM mentor. I am out.